First of all, today is raining, so we have to do it in the garage. Okay.
Yeah.
So what are we going to talk about today? I first give you a very brief the story. Okay. Excuse me for my English. The world head policeman. Okay, the police boss of the world is missing.
Okay. You mean Interpol? Interpol. Okay. Interpol, the International Police. That's what he's talking about.
Okay, the International Police Criminal Association organization, whatever the name is, the chairman, the president, the head of this organization is missing. Wow.
Interpol president missing.
Okay. You check the Google, you'll find out. Now, should we call 911?
1 hour ago, wife of missing Interpol president says he sent her a photo of a knife before his disappearance, signaling danger.
1 hour ago.
CNBC. CNBC.
Wow.
Yeah, I just did it.
Just a minute. Someone's missing, we should call the police.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why don't he call the police?
He is the police.
He's the police boss.
Wait, hold on. He's the president of Interpol, which is an international police force.
It means he's the head of the world police.
Okay, but Interpol is a cooperation between many countries.
Yes.
So they have representatives there from countries all over the world, not
Yes.
just one.
Yeah.
So where is he from?
He's from China. He's a
Okay.
Chinese.
Okay, he's Chinese. So what does he do in China?
He is the vice president of Chinese police force.
Vice president.
Yes.
So he's the second in
Number
command.
one. Number
Number
two,
two.
sorry. Yes.
Okay. Of Chinese police.
Of Chinese police.
Hold on, wait. Chinese police.
Okay.
Like here we have local police. We have North Las Vegas Police, Las Vegas Police. Then we have state troopers, you know.
But in China, we have national police. The whole country, like 1.4 billion people, we have a national police. And he is number 2 of the national police. Very high position.
Wow. Yeah. So
Yes.
he's vice president. You know, he's like the Mike Pence of Chinese police.
Yes.
Got
Okay.
it.
Then,
But in addition, he's the president of Interpol.
yes. Yes.
So, yeah.
So I don't know where can you call 911 or 119? Huh? In China we call 101. In China we call 101. I don't know. Anyway, you have to call the police if someone's missing. But he is the police. He's not only police. He's the headmaster of the police. I think the only way we can do is call guard. Call guard for help.
Wow.
There's no one else is higher than him in the police.
There has to be one higher.
Mm-hmm.
You just said he's the vice president of police.
Oh, that's in China.
In China.
Yes, yes.
So, yeah.
But in the world, he's
the world.
number 1. Okay.
Okay.
Now, in any country on the earth, people can be missing for days. In which country? Possible. Is it possible in US? People missing for 1 week?
Well, it's possible because if no one noticed. You know, I mean, we hear about things where, you know, you start to smell something in a house and then you find out, oh, the person died. But that's because the person isn't known and was maybe a recluse or something, and their whole family's in another part of the country.
Okay. But it is not possible for such a person disappear in any country for 1 week. But it happened in China. Okay? This is sure that this man boarded on the airplane and transit at Stockholm, then landed in Beijing and disappeared. The funny thing is, China up to now give no answer, no voice, no words. Another very funny thing is that he is a Chinese national, right? And his wife is also Chinese national. But his wife did not contact Chinese government asking where her husband is. Instead, she contacted French police. She reported a French police. A Chinese citizen asked a foreign police looking for her husband in China.
Because they live. This is current, so
yes,
live in
they
Paris.
live in Paris now.
Because Interpol's based out of Paris.
Yes. Now, no. Yes. Now, the France is start a criminal case asking China where this person is, but China up to now give no answer. Okay, so all the details, we are not politicians. This is just an entertainment show, so we just bring this topic out and to make you know something is happening. Very odd, very unusual.
And I think instead of just entertainment, we'll call this infotainment. This is like Sesame Street for adults on politics. Sesame Street for adults on politics.
Yes.
Sorry, can't be Mr. Rogers. He was too laid back. But, just think of us as like Bert and Ernie or something.
Absolutely.
Cookie Monster. He's Cookie Monster.
Absolutely. Mr. Right. Mrs. always right.
It's infotainment.
Now,
you get information and you're entertained.
Now we go further. We don't want to go to details to this case. We just go further. In China, it is true that people can disappear with no reason. I give you another example. Also happened recently. There is the most. Okay, put it this way. She is Marilyn Monroe in China, or Elizabeth Taylor in China. Put it this way. Okay, number one, most famous. Okay, pretty young lady, and she was missing for about 4 months. 4 months missing. The government give no answer, no words to anyone. People just guess where she is. Missing.
Still?
No, she's not missing anymore. After 4 months, it turned out to, of course, during the 4 months, there's a lot of accusation about this lady, tax, what do you call it?
Tax evasion?
Yeah, and also money laundering and all the crimes. Some people.
Okay, so she had all the crimes. Why would the police chief or vice president of Chinese police be missing? What happened? Is there any?
I don't know why the Chinese police master is missing. I don't know, but I know this lady has a money problem with the country. Okay, now she's released with a penalty of, I convert to US dollars, it's $128 million tax. She has to pay.
So that's her.
Her tax part, she has to pay that much tax.
That's her taxes on her income.
Yes.
Not her income.
Not income. No, the income is much bigger. The income is much bigger, and only tax part is 128 million US dollars she has to pay, and she paid immediately in cash, and she got for free. Okay, just give you an idea how much that amount is. Of course, you know $128 million. You know how much it is in US, but give you a hint how much that meant to Chinese people. Okay, an ordinary Chinese person, not lowest, okay, not highest, in the middle, okay, average, has to work for 15,000 years.
No.
Yes. 15,000 years.
So give me an example. Someone who, what kind of work? What kind of work does this person do?
Like my relative, university teacher.
A university teacher would have
teaching
to
at
work
university
15,000 years.
or at school, or most.
I know, kind of yelling.
Anyway, average income, average.
Average.
That is
Okay,
5,000.
professional.
Okay, yes, 5,000 renminbi 5,000 renminbi is about like a $800 something. That's average. It's a little higher than the workers. Okay, like construction workers.
They're
professionals. Yes.
That works at a desk type of thing.
They cannot eat. They cannot spend any time on them. They have to work for 15,000 years. That is 3 times of the total Chinese civilization. 5,000 history, 5,000 civilization.
He needs to calm down. Today, what's going on? Wow.
I'm angry.
Are you?
I'm very sad. I'm pissed off. How can an actress, Marilyn Monroe, make that much money?
Well,
I don't think so.
The actress must be really, really good.
No. Anyway.
I don't even know what Western actors make.
Not only her, okay? I mean, this is China supposed to be communism, supposed to be equal, supposed to make same money, make same living. I'll give you another example. There is an air hostess. She is fly very much to Japan, to other countries, and she buys things there and bring back and resell, and she made some money. The government said she made how much?
$145,000?
He made $145,000 without paying tax.
Oh, because she was getting stuff from duty free and selling it?
Yes.
But that's good. That's enterprising.
Then the government government penalty is
$72,000?
Yes. And
so they wanted half of what she made.
Yes. Ask her to pay.
That's the tax.
$72,000 tax. That's not only that, but 11 years in jail.
So they want. Hold on. They put you in jail?
11 years.
What did they put her in jail for? For
tax.
For taxes. For tax evasion.
And
they didn't put her in jail for.
I don't know. Anyway, put in jail 11 years. And
I'm sorry. I can't get behind mariachi.
Then his boyfriend, also get a penalty. Pay $36,000 and 5 years in jail. But this lady, she pays $128 million in tax.
The actress.
The actress.
Calm down. You're young.
No, in jail, freedom.
So she paid it, and she just basically opened her wallet.
Away.
Well, opened her wallet, paid them $128 million.
And walked away. With the security guards, of course, surrounded her. This is my country, my motherland.
But, this kind of, honestly, I'll tell you, this kind of thing happens everywhere. It does, where it's really unfair to the lower classes. But, yeah.
People disappear in many forms. The vice president, your vice president, Mike Pence, mentioned something happens in Uyghur. Before that, we just give a brief introduction about this area. I said again, we're not a politician, I'm not a historian. I know this little. That region was ruled by different people in the history. But after New China, the Republic of China established, it became part of China. But it lived completely different ethnic group. They speak their own language, they look different, they have their own culture, they have their own religion, they look more like Turkish people. So it was once called East Turkestan. Of course, Chinese government hate that name very, very much. And I could get in trouble because I mentioned that name alone.
You can't get in trouble.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Please help me. Oh, I'm in US now. See, this is the thing that I want to mention, that everyone in US is safe. No matter revolutionaries, the Chinese government party,
political,
and their anti-revolutionaries, all them and their families are in US.
So Wait.
They can only be safe outside of China. Even the police bus back to China can disappear.
Well, he did.
Okay, so this is why every single one of the Chinese high officials, their families are here in the US or other countries.
Well,
like the police boss, his wife is in France.
Yeah, his wife's in France. Well, he was the president of Interpol. So, and they were, it was like his term
Yeah.
to be Interpol.
Okay, let's bring the story back to Vega, okay? That's why I said in China, you can disappear in any form, by any name or no name, no words at all. Just disappear. Okay. I don't understand the Chinese government. At least they could give write a letter or says, oh, this man is in China now. He's safe. He's under investigation now, because China actually spent. I heard this is rumor. China actually spent a lot of money to put him in that position.
With Interpol.
Yeah, it was Interpol. So if that is official, then China should make an announcement and write a letter or inform them, says this man is sick. He cannot come to job to work for a while, and should we send you another one, or should you find someone else to looking for the job? But don't worry, he is here. But not after 1 week. At least in China, if it's really missing, China should start a criminal case too, looking for a citizen. Okay, now back to Uyghur. Okay.
Wow.
So the Uyghur is very important. This region, same as Tibet, very important to China, to the People's Republic of China. Okay, it was the old Silk Road. So the stability of this region is very, very important to my country. Okay. But you think the Tibetans and the Uyghurs, they are really ethnically different people. They don't speak the language, they look different, they have their own culture, everything's different. So it's very difficult to rule them. So what we did is that we sent more people there. Okay, in the 1949, it's only 4% Han people, the real Chinese people. Of course, Uyghurs are Chinese people too, according to Chinese minority, they're minorities, okay?
Okay.
Now today, we have 40% Han people and 48% Uyghurs and some others. So almost like a, yeah?
Yeah.
And so of course there's some Uyghurs, some Tibetans, they want to be independent. They say, oh, we want to be independent, we want to have my own country, and this, especially after the fall of the Soviet Union. So some of the small countries get independent. The Uyghurs said, oh, we had a chance, They did some movement. But they all, of course, they're anti-revolutionaries. They are the bad guys to destroy the stability of my great China, motherland. So they are demolished. They are disappeared. Many of them. But this time, they do a better way, a civilized way. They put a re-education school.
A re-education school.
Yes. We take all those people want to get away from your motherland. I don't know. They don't treat China as motherland. That's a problem, So, but the Chinese government want to educate them. Say, China is your motherland. I am your mother. So please come to educate. And
they said please?
No, Chinese government don't say please because they regard the people as their children. The parents don't say please to children.
That's not true.
They just come.
No, that's how you treat your children to be polite. Oh, that's why they don't know how to be polite.
I'm sorry. We are different culture, okay? Yes. Anyway, they just have them to, as Mike Pence said, it's 1 million. 1 million. I don't know if this number is correct or accurate. I also tell you the number is not very important in China. In the 1960s, we have a starvation. The Swedish made a TV program, claim 45 million people died because of starvation. Okay? But some the Western scholars says, no, it's 38 million. But Chinese scholars argue, no, it's 36 million. But the Chinese government, what do they say? They say, oh no, they're all wrong. It's only 22 million.
Only.
Only 22 million people died out from 1.3 billion people. It's okay. So I don't know if this 1 million people, they're lucky because they don't have to pay food, everything. They can stay there for free, right? And the 1 million people at the school study how to love their motherland, China. Of course, they don't have freedom. They cannot go out. Okay?
So basically, they're prisoners.
I wouldn't put it that. They're students.
They're students that can't go out and have to be brainwashed 24/7 for how long?
No limit. There's no limit. That's the problem. They're not prisoners. If
They're not prisoners.
You're a prisoner, you have to say, sentence you to 1 year in jail. Okay, 1 year, I'm out. But that is until you are educated. Until you are Chinese government think you are safe.
And how do they tell if they're re-educated?
That is totally by the judge of our government. Our great...
Is this your government? You still want to claim that?
No, I say it is my government, of course.
Yeah.
My government is Norway.
Exactly.
I just want to say this to please my motherland, Okay? And the people disappear and have schools. This is another system. It's really, this is another very awful, how can I say this? This is another China characterized system. Besides the legal system, you have to go to trial, you have the sentence. They have another called labor reform camp. Okay? Before, not now, before, after the Cultural Revolution, during the Cultural Revolution, all this until the open door policy in 1980s, we had a place called labor transform or labor reform camp. So those people, they are not commit any crime. They say bad words about the leaders. They don't obey the leaders' orders. They're disliked by the neighbors. Anything.
They played their violin too loud.
That can be too.
Really?
Yes, of course. You don't have to play loud. You can play violin. You alone can be sent to this camp to be reformed. For how long? For unlimited time. Okay? My father was a Communist Party member. Okay? And he was constantly sent to different places. So in my memory, I have very little about my father. He only came occasionally, once or twice a year for a short time. And I remember I was 14 years old. Okay? My mother was taken away to a study, educational camp. And we have 4 kids at home with no mother. Oh my God.
Yeah, you should. Well, I know the story. This isn't. This isn't because of the book.
You should read my book. Yes.
I edited Father, Son, and Violin, and so he talks about this. He starts. It actually starts out with your earliest memory when you were 6.
You should read my book.
Yeah, very good.
Father, Son, and Violin. Okay. Be available on Amazon, please. Oh, my son.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry, I cannot go on. Let's finish this today, okay?
Okay.
And please help my people, help my country.